We employ the most powerful scrying device in Tamriel, and all it yields is more questions. A perfect metaphor for the scholarly life, I suppose. There is one who might be able to help. The ancient dark elf mage, Divayth Fyr. Though we rarely see eye to eye, I must admit that his grasp of Daedric lore is unparalleled. If anyone would know more, it's Fyr. Fyr casts a long, ethereal shadow. It makes him difficult to miss. I sense, yes, he is in Mournhold, the Tribunal Temple, conferring with Almalexia, perhaps. Find Divayth and tell him what is at stake. With any luck, we will find common cause. We employ the most powerful scrying device in Tamriel, and all it yields is more questions. A perfect metaphor for the scholarly life, I suppose. I wish I could say yes. I fear that in destroying my shadow, we've destroyed some vital piece of my animus. I feel thin, diminished. A weakened Psijic is still a formidable mage, but something is definitely broken. Best not to think about it. So you knew our attacker? She was powerful indeed, and yet I sensed that the strength was not her own. Her form was clumsy, but she struck with the power of a master wizard. Usually I'd suspect possession, but with her, I'm not so certain. Someone granted her powers beyond her ken. An agent of oblivion, no doubt. Bonifrid was clearly filled with hatred, consumed by jealousy or resentment, perhaps. The Daedric can twist those passions into untold horrors. I pity her. Just remain watchful. Divayth is far from scrupulous. While we Psijic study magic for the benefit of all, Lord Fyr only studies it to satisfy his personal ambitions. When our interests align, he can be a powerful ally. When they don't... Enemy is too strong a word. He just resolves to make our lives as difficult as possible. He knows that opposing the Order directly would go very poorly for him. For now, I think he will prove very useful. I advise vigilance, nonetheless. Well, no one really knows Sothasil, not even the other members of the Tribunal. I studied under him for a time. He was patient, surprisingly attentive, the perfect teacher in many respects. Even so, I never really felt that I knew him. Beyond the obvious? Not much. I can tell you he's nothing like Vivek. He never spoke about himself, or the dark elf faith. I always got the sense that he, well, resented isn't the right word. He just seemed ambivalent about that part of his life. Only obliquely, and mostly in metaphor. It's his primary pursuit now. Some say it's his obsession. You see, despite all his power, there is a melancholy to him. It's unfortunate, but not surprising. True wisdom always brings some measure of despair. I must admit, I'm unaccustomed to discussing such matters with people outside our order, but I think you've more than earned the privilege. Right Master Iacasis directs the Psijics. He rivals Sothasil in wisdom, if not in power. Something like, yes. The old ways give little credence to such titles. What is a god other than an exceptionally powerful agent? Anyway, power is overrated. Wisdom is the true measure of a person. In that regard, Iacasis is great indeed. Someday, perhaps. The Psijic Order's Isle of Artaeum is no longer here. It may return in time, but for now, you'd probably have an easier time reaching Aetherius or realms beyond. The Order values solitude, much like Sotha.
Ah, you've arrived at last. Come forward. We have much to discuss. Did you think I would not expect you? I already know all that occurred with Lilatha and the murderous shadows. Rest assured, I will find this mysterious Daedric artifact. Perhaps you'd like to assist me. A voyage that only a few have ever undertaken. We will travel to Sotha peculiar experiment, the Clockwork City. I have inquiries to make. You will assist me. I do. The Tribunes are not so clever that they could hide such a place from me for long. The city is quite close, and also very far away. Just the first of Sotha many paradoxes. If you choose to join me, be prepared for many more. I have no great fondness for that Psijic Lilatha, but you saved her life and defeated a powerful shadow mage in the process. A remarkable accomplishment for someone of your breeding. I'm confident you will continue to surprise me. Of course you will. Naturally you have questions. Alas, they will have to wait. Servants of the Tribunal do not look kindly on blasphemous journeys like this one. Meet me at the waterfall north of the city. We can discuss the details there. Prepare if you must, but make it quick. Time is not on our side. There you are! Come! Here, behind the waterfall! My companion arrives at last. Now then, our journey begins in this dreary little cave. Quite a surprise, yes? Believe me, it won't be the last. We can speak freely here, but do make it brief. All this natural splendor is just tedious. The Father of Mysteries, the Clockwork God, the Tinkerer, and other such banal titles. Sotha, or Set, is a member of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He reigns over Morrowind as the god of craft and sorcery, the wisest and most reclusive of the three. Ha! No one truly knows Sotha, not even his hordes of wild-eyed worshippers. I studied with him before his ascent, and even then he defied comprehension. His only true peer was Indoril Nerevar. Such a shame what happened to him. Indeed, Saint Nerevar the Captain, our king and greatest champion for a time. He died, tragically, during a journey to the heart of Red Mountain. It was all very sudden. Some believe his retainer, Divayth Fyr, struck the mortal blow. Others... Some believe that Sotha, Vivek, and Almalexia murdered Nerevar so they could take divine power for themselves. Who's to say what really happened? In any event, Sotha emerged from the mountain even more inscrutable than before. I think it's irrelevant. The silence of Sotha may come from a place of grief and deep regret. It might be a side effect of his fierce obsessions, perhaps both. How he became a god is no concern of mine. I respect his knowledge, nothing more. Sotha hides everything. But more to your point, it's not just a city. It's an incomprehensibly powerful, world-shaping device. Can't leave that sort of thing lying about, can you? Also, Almalexia worries about how it reflects on her divinity. Yes, Seal's fellow tribune. A machine can be studied, and perhaps understood in time. She fears that by reducing their divinity to a machine, Sotha Seal lessens the mystique of their godhood. To his great credit, Seal largely ignores these concerns. A Daedric artifact. I take a keen interest in all such objects, but this one seems especially significant. You see, nearly everyone who searches for it winds up dead. I suspect that someone or something hid this artifact away in the Clockwork city. Other people are not Divayth Fyr. I've not lived this long by shying away from dangerous relics. Anyway, if this artifact inspired someone to slaughter scores of mages, it's clearly something worth investigating. Draftier than I remembered. Follow me. Welcome to the dwarven hold of Barnes Arm Shed. Such as it is. Ironic that AM's holy city of Mournhold has Dwebrick roots. Curious. Probably no one knows this route, but this scaffolding looks new. Built by rogue ordinators, perhaps? Stay watchful. Sotha Seal always did admire dwarven industry, albeit quietly. Perhaps that's why he built his city here. This lift will take us to the nethermost depths of the ruin, and to our destination. Come along. On you go. The entrance lies just ahead. Do you see, just across the ravine? That's our door. I'd say prepare yourself, but nothing can prepare you for what's to come. Touch the sphere. Clockwork City awaits. What? This is not the brass fortress. Someone diverted our passage. Audacious, but foolhardy. When I find them, wait. I feel cold. Back, creature! My shadow! My power! Don't let it escape! Totems! They're activating! Ready your weapons! I will assist you as best I can! Spinning up! Destroy them!
Break free!
of them! Fetching scrap heaps. My shadow remains close. We must hurry. Swivel swords. Perhaps I failed to impress the gravity of our situation upon you. If my shadow gets away, we may never escape this place. So if you have something to say it quickly. Yes. And perhaps something more. In removing my shadow, our attacker removed some vital part of my animus. My soul, in the common parlance. Without it, my power is severely diminished. Needless to say, this will not do. Yes, of course. Disrupting the binding would cause my animus to disperse. An unwelcome prospect, to be sure. I might be able to reclaim the shadow, but not before we exhaust its power. So when we confront it, use restraint. Not yet. We should have translocated directly to the Brass Fortress, Seal's chief municipality here in the Clockwork City. But somehow we ended up here. Vexing. One step at a time, if you please. We need only to find a landmark or map or something. Once I determine where we are, it won't take long to find an exit. Just leave that to me. You focus on these traps. Well done. Killed by spinning knives is not an epitaph worthy of Divayth Fyr. Now, onward. I'm eager to see what new wind-up absurdities await us. Forge. We should leave as soon as possible. Sotha Seal constructs his clockwork servitors here, the factotums, to reject anyone who doesn't belong. Someone meant for us to die here. Remedial spellcraft is all I can muster, but I will aid you as best I can. Lead on. Defeat this monstrosity, but don't kill it. Just reclaim my power. More shadows? Stand back. Time to reclaim what is mine. Maliad kebiet tahir!
Just embarrassing.
Lacrocard Sint Morad! Finally. You never know how much you miss a thing until it tries to kill you. More ridiculous machines? I've had enough of this. Come. We still have a long way to go. Behold, the Clockwork City. Finally. Sorcerer's brass fortress waits at the end of this road. We should go there at once. Keen to find out who sent us on that delightful jaunt through the new Martis. You've arrived. Good.
Divayth Fyr, I warned you never to come back. And you, one of Fyr's lackeys, I take it?
Luciana Pullo. Hospitable as ever? Go talk to her. I'll not waste my time speaking with a petulant toy soldier.
Hold there, friend of Fyr. I am Proctor Luciana Pullo of the Clockwork Apostles. I don't know how you and this egomaniac breached Lord Set's Celestiadrome, but I won't have non-citizens stirring up mischief in the Brass Fortress. Only just arrived and already trying to grease the gears? New arrivals must secure an endorsement from a citizen in good standing. I'm prepared to overlook your atrocious choice in companions if you can find a sponsor. Until then, you are tarnished. That's for you to find out. Not many citizens will risk their reputation on a green-heeled stranger, and you'll find no comfort from me. Maybe you should confer with the other tarnished over there. In the meantime, obey the law. I'll be watching. Tread carefully, Fyr. I'll be watching.
Luciana clearly hasn't lost her charming demeanor. Predictable. Ah, yes. Their bizarre sponsorship custom. I forgot about that little wrinkle. As a friend and peer of Sotha Sil, I come and go as I please. I suppose it would be best for you to wait out here. If I need you again, I will find you. I'm not a citizen. And even if I were, I'd not waste time wading through their opaque bureaucracy. You've proven yourself to be more than capable. I have no doubt you'll figure something out. Gain your sponsorship. We will speak again soon. I appreciate your assistance in the pneumatic forge, but for now, our paths must diverge.